Blackstone presents A Trip of One's Own. Hope, Heartbreak, and Why Traveling Solo Could Change Your Life by Kate Wills. This book is read by Marisa, Calin. For Julia, who took me on my greatest adventure, and for Blake, whose adventures have only just begun. To awaken quite alone in a strange town is one of the pleasantest sensations in the world. Freya Stark. Arrivals. "You're traveling alone?" asked the Israeli border guard, eyeing up my suspiciously small carry-on luggage and disheveled appearance. If the severity of the way she applied her lip liner was anything to go by, I really didn't want to piss her off. I hesitated, even though it's a question I've been asked countless times. I was sola in Mexico City, único in Rome, and mongue in Botswana. I'd worn a fake wedding ring in India, supposedly to deter unwanted male advances. It didn't work. I'd worn a real wedding ring in Amsterdam and Arizona. But this was the first time I'd ever really flown solo. Although I'd been a travel journalist for over 10 years and was used to jetting in and out of unfamiliar cities with only my laptop for company, I'd never really felt like I was going it alone. There would often be a photographer in tow or other journalists, in a particularly strange circus known as the group press trip. Even when I did embark on an adventure by myself, 3 months of volunteering in India where I hoped that I would somehow find myself, a stint living in LA which I'd called a marriage sabbatical, I knew that my partner, Sam, was back at home, the patient Penelope to my Odysseus. If something exciting happened, he was the first person I'd text. If I'd had a tough day, he'd be there on the other end of the phone to make it all better. At times, I felt like he was my true north, the grounding force I always came home to. It was only now that I found myself without him that I realized how much I had relied on him. The reason I had been able to travel so far and for so long was because I had felt the strength of his support back at home. But now we were getting divorced. Even the word sounded horrible. I didn't know anyone else who was getting divorced, and certainly not in their early 30s. I felt as if I'd been prematurely pushed into a more mature age bracket, like going through early menopause. Well-meaning friends tried to sympathize. When my 7-year relationship ended, they'd begin, not understanding the unique pain I felt. To have declared, in front of everyone you love and respect most in the world, that you will spend your life with a person, only to then spectacularly fail, is a shockingly singular experience. I was now officially single.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?